Okay, so over the past few months, Faceless TikTok has been blowing up across all social platforms, and loads of people, myself included, have been making thousands, taking advantage of the new creator fund that TikTok brought out. But what I started to realize was just tons of the information out there was just completely not true. Like half of these people teaching it don't do it and have never done it. So I thought I'd put together a complete, basically like free guide, free course. I'm gonna explain everything from how it works, what you can post, the best niches, how to find them, how the algorithm is working, and how to take advantage of that with different content skills. I'm gonna cover every single thing in this video, so you never have to waste your time looking anywhere else. And I promise you, what I'm teaching, no one else is teaching, because I'm actually going in depth with the algorithm. And if you haven't seen me before, I have been running Faceless accounts before the fund even come out. I've also run a successful content agency for like the last 2 years, helping clients grow specifically organically on TikTok, and that's definitely why I found so much success with this on TikTok as soon as it came out. I also own the TMMB server where we basically teach this way more in depth, and we're always getting these kind of results. This is someone that made 2K in 6 days after they just spent a month in premium and really learned everything. Someone else made like £500 in the last 10 days on one account. Here's $900 in the last 7 days and $800 in the last 7 days for 2 different people. Yeah, making money on TikTok is actually no joke now. Like, you can make seriously good money. I've been making thousands on separate accounts like the last 6 months. And the best part about this is there is literally no cost to start. As long as you have a phone, I'd advise getting a laptop, but you can edit on your phone now on CapCut. TikTok is free and you can get paid. This has got to be the best side hustle for younger people right now, because there is no startup cost whatsoever. You know, if you're looking at like Amazon FBA, drop shipping, anything like that, you've got to have thousands to invest into stock and stuff like that. But this is literally just making content and getting paid for your views. Okay, so how does this work? Basically, we are being paid by TikTok for views. TikTok brought out a creativity beta program. That's what they called it. It's now called the Creator Rewards Program. It's now out of the beta, and every single page that you make will get paid a set amount per 1,000 qualified views. To qualify for monetization, you need 10K followers, which is really, really easy on TikTok because you can just make viral content if you know what you're doing. I showed you guys before, one of my accounts got monetized in 16 hours because the very first post went stupidly viral. And that first post now has got like 20 something million views. I'll put a screenshot on the screen. Okay, so RPMs. RPM is what you get paid per 1,000 qualified views. RPMs really dropped a few months ago. Like, I was getting paid £1.20 per 1,000 views back in like September time, which is crazy. But they did really drop in like January, February sort of time, because they were getting rid of a ton of unoriginal accounts. Basically, they realized people were making money from other people's contents, which everyone wants, to be honest. But now, since the full program's actually come out and it's out of the beta, the RPMs have started to rise, and they've said they're going to continue to rise. And they actually do tell us what judges your RPM now. So it is based on video performance, which includes watch time and video completion rate. So that's average watch time and watchable video. Search performance of your video, which is really interesting. Regional distribution of your video. So you want your audience based in the richer countries, US, UK, Germany, any country that has creator fund allowed there. You don't want to be hitting Africa, you don't want to be hitting Asia. Percentage of highly engaged followers, so this is going to come with really building really good pages. And then advertising value, so obviously like if you've got an older audience or you're posting finance content, that sort of thing. So they're definitely moving towards a monetization way, similar to YouTube, which is really good for everyone, because we're just going to see the RPMs go up £2 to £5 definitely in this year. Okay, so that's how much you get paid. Now, how do you actually get paid? So you need to post content that's fully original and over a minute long. This is once you're monetized. Fully original content means it is made by you. It's not anyone else's content, so it isn't stolen, it isn't clips. You can't do any of that anymore, and there are a lot of people still saying that you can. There are really rare cases where you might get away with it if something's really not done before, or if you're heavily editing something. So like a podcast, for example, you can get away with if you're just showing B-roll and none of the actual footage of the podcast. You're still going to be risking it a little bit, and if you get 5 unoriginal strikes, you'll get kicked out of the program for 30 days. I'm going to put an example of unoriginal content here and original content here, so you can compare the two. As you sort of see, the original content was fully self-made, AI voiceover, that sort of thing, and the unoriginal content was just a clip that belongs to someone else. So obviously, when you could post unoriginal stuff, this was a money glitch because everyone can do that, and it was too easy. Now you can only post fully original stuff, so it actually makes the competition a lot less. But for those of us that actually learn how to edit a little bit and like make good content, this is perfect. Especially now we've got AI voiceovers and all these different things we can do with AI. It's so easy to make like self-made content where you don't show your face. Just a quick one, when you're making a new account, make sure you scroll and engage on it for a day or two. Just make sure it's warm, otherwise TikTok's going to think you're a bot, you'll get 0 views, and it won't be a good start. All right, now niches. Niches are one of the biggest questions I get, is like how to find the perfect niche. How do you find these niches that you put inside your group, and what are the best niches, of course. Now, I've covered it before, but I go over the foreign method where you basically search other countries for you pages. I suggest watching this video if you want to learn that. I've also found some of my best niches just going on YouTube Shorts and finding inspiration from over the last few years, because there's tons of faceless content in there. Also a ton of viral content that's been done, not faceless, that you can easily convert because we have AI and stuff. Another one that I've never spoke about before, but my relationship page that I leaked before, that is basically converting a really viral slideshow trend to video. If you know how to video edit, it's really good because you know it's going to be viral already. and the competition is low because not many people can actually do that. Now, I'll be 100% honest, if I put out like 5 niches for you all to jump on right now, everyone will jump on it and it will just be stupid. It won't be worth doing because there'll be thousands of people just doing the exact same content. If you do want to jump on more exclusive premium niches, then I drop them in my premium Discord every single week. And the results I showed you earlier are literally all from premium niches. Just show you another one here. This is Nas here, first 2 weeks in this account, premium niche. We got Clark here who did 1K in 7 days off a premium niche as well. But just to give you a few of the niches that I've given you before, so obviously we got the relationship quiz. I showed you this page that I run before. I got it monetized in a week or so, and the views it generates are just insane. But this is anything really quiz related. I just niched it down to couples and relationships. It's really shareable. A really good thing that you can just do is just take something that's already viral and just put your own spin on it, or just target it at a different group of people. We've got the singing text niche. I did a full tutorial on how to make these videos. Go and watch that if you want to watch that. The views are insane right now. And then also the avoid saying the same thing. We started that in our group and it completely blew up. Another good niche because it just guarantees watch time. Okay, so the algorithm on TikTok right now has changed a little bit over the last month. I'm going to tell you the basic metrics that you need to be hitting every video. No one else ever talks about the actual metrics that you need to hit. So I think it's good to sort of point out the actual metrics you need to hit so you can look at videos that didn't do well and think, okay, it's probably not got enough watch time. Okay, so average watch time, you're always going to want this to be around 12 to 25 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but keeping someone on TikTok for over 10 seconds is actually surprisingly not easy. Everyone's attention spans are completely fried. So yeah, that's the biggest challenge. Now, I would recommend just doing this naturally by posting really engaging content. I wouldn't use any of these CTA tricks because it is causing a lot of security issues where people are getting kicked out of the fund for fake engagement. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would just try and do it naturally by having really engaging content. The standard of your content, you need the first 10 to 20 seconds to be really, really quick. Get straight into your videos. Don't have these really long intros. No one's going to sit through them. They will just scroll straight away and you'll just get no views. I'm always preaching it, but the first like 5 to 10 seconds is the most important part of your video because it just sets the whole video. People decide whether they want to watch a video in the first 5 seconds. So you need to make it really clear. You need to make it quick. And I think I've mastered this. So that's why I'm so successful like every time I start a new account. Okay, so qualified views basically means someone that watches longer than 5 seconds. Normally this is around 50%. It depends on the video, but generally I think 50% is a pretty average number. RPMs on average for me anyway, and people that I'm seeing is around 50p to 75p, which is still pretty good. You can still make like 2 to 10k on an account with very minimal work. Okay, so TikTok shop and monetization opportunities. So TikTok is creating a platform that we've never seen before. They're basically trying to have something where the consumer never leaves the app. They've got the shop, they've got videos to watch, they've got everything in there. I'm heavy on TikTok shop. I think it's the future if you want to make like 5 figures a month with a page. And yeah, I also just done a full video on how you can do that Faceless, so I'd suggest watching that one. Today, one of my accounts actually just made $1,000 randomly. I don't even know what account that's from. TikTok are bringing out a ton of monetization opportunities every week. They've brought out series, they've brought out a thing for gaming, they're just bringing out loads. It is definitely the app that's going to make millionaires over the next few years. It's like YouTube was back like 10, 15 years ago. They've just brought out landscape mode, which is obviously trying to move towards like YouTube monetization where they can have ads at the bottom, ads at the top. But yeah, this is why I'm so heavy on it right now. This is why I've been running so many accounts for the last few months. I've literally built teams around my account. Started a new account a few days ago. It's already at 2k followers. I'm actually documenting that whole journey from 0 to 10k. That should be out by next week. So I'm going to try hit some really viral videos. And if you learn the skills of going organically viral consistently, they're so valuable for any business now. Every single business or personal brand wants to go viral on social media platforms. It 10x's, 20x's, a million x's any business. When I first started my TikTok showing all of this, it blew up to like 30k in a few weeks. It completely changed my business. And I wasn't even talking about my agency in that. Like the ability to get millions of eyeballs on your content, it's a really high value skill. You can look at monetizing that in so many different ways, whether it's product, drop shipping, whether it's getting paid for views like we're doing, so many different ways. So that's why you guys should jump on this right now. But the people that want to take this more seriously, I'd really recommend jumping in my premium Discord. It's only £49 a month. We drop exclusive niches every week. We have in-depth modules for everything, TikTok shop modules. And literally when I'm filming this today, we've also just started the first month of the TMMB leaderboard. There's a prize pool of $1,500 to be won. There's going to be 5 winners and it's a contest in views on new accounts over the last 2 weeks. So it's completely fair for everyone starting. So if you jump in now, you can basically jump on the leaderboard straight away, get a new account made, and whoever's got the most views at the end of the month is going to win that money. But yeah, the reason our community has such good results and reviews is because we're literally teaching content skills that are going to go so much further than what we're doing here. We're teaching stuff that no one else is. Like, this is Ira. She joined back a couple of months ago and she has like 3 or 4 pages monetized already. They're all bringing in thousands. I spoke to her and she said she's doing like 2 hours a day of work. Just show you a couple more. This is Gabs, $2,500 in our first week. This is Callum. He said he's already made 5 times his premium investment in 3 days. We made £300 in the first 3 days of joining. This is magic. He repaid premium 36 times in his first week. So yeah, it is not. Obviously, if you're not ready to learn and put in the work, then this isn't going to be for you. This is something that you do have to learn and really put in the work. Like, you might have to try 5 accounts to really get one going. Once once you get the trick and learn the content skills properly, it's easy. We also have tons of video editing tutorials, especially for beginners. We share them in all different winning niches from each week. Yeah, if you want to join in there, it'll be the first link in the description. If not, just drop me a subscribe on here. I'm bringing a ton of free content, and I'm bringing out the 0 to 10K journey video very, very soon, hopefully in the next week or so. I need to start editing and posting, so I'll get back to that now.